Jack?
It's just terrible, really, isn't it?
Probably the worst I've seen this season.
I'm disappointed. It feels like a missed opportunity.
It's been terrible. We've been embarrassed today.
I'm going to try and forget this ever happens. The fact that we don't have a starting 11 is really starting to show. There's no cohesion at all to the club.
It just paints a picture, really. We just don't know what to do. We're out of ideas, and it is worrying.
I feel empty.
They were displaying characteristics of a team that you would really worry about.
The heaviest ever defeat in the Premier League.
That's one of the worst in Premier League history, not just for Southampton, that probably any of us have ever seen.
Well, this is not 5. A lot of people have got on the back of the fans to say they need to get to support. Do something so we've got something to make a noise about. Oh no! There is nothing special out on that pitch. The old saying, it's easy to sing when you're winning, and we're not winning. 1 point from potential 18 at home. Everyone throwing their scarves on the pitch. This is ugly. Where do we go now? My goodness, what a transformation to our season so far. We are here on a very wet and windy day at the St Mary's Stadium, and we have a special guest with us. Freddie's joined us from the ugly inside. So we've just seen the team sheets come in. The omission of Redmond, we don't know quite why, but Buffon is starting, and Carl Walker-Peters is getting his first start of the season. Any thoughts, Freddie, on that lineup?
I was just saying to Jack, we retweet the lineup, but don't actually look at it. And I didn't realise Redmond is not even in the squad. But I think it's going to be a huge loss today. I don't know how Buffon will react to the conditions today. He's a bit of a fair weather player. And Vestergaard as well. I'm worried that he might misjudge the ball once again. He struggled at Turf Moor in these conditions. I think it's going to be a real tough afternoon. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like you say, Vestergaard struggled on that opening day of the season. We were playing a different system back then. But yeah, no, we'll see. Any thoughts, Jack?
When it's wet and windy like this, I'm always favouring the away teams because it's always going to if something bad's going to happen, something slick's going to happen, it's going to always be in their favour. And then with a little bit of lineup change, always just pens for something weird to happen. But you never know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure they'll handle it. It'll be fine.
There is an essence of positivity back in the stadium now. I think we're all looking kind of more up the table than down the table. There's a bit of a buffer there. Score prediction?
I think I'm going to go with 2-1. I think Chris Wood will probably score with some elbows thrown in at the same time. Jay Rodriguez will probably get a good reaction, but I hope for a Danny Ings double. Let's do that.
That sounds good. How about you, Jack? Score prediction?
I'm going to go for a blustery 3-2. Yeah, there. Another big game. Purely down to the conditions, and that's it.
Do you think J Rod's going to get a goal?
It's either J Rod's going to get a few or Ings is going to get a few. And I'm going to say it's going to be Ings and not J Rod today.
There's a certain amount of romance to today's side with the former players from each club. I am going to go for a 3-1 with a brace from Ings and J Rod to get the Burnley goal.
Saints have failed to beat Burnley in 6 attempts in the Premier League.
There we go. Is everyone still feeling confident now? Oh my word. Right, as always on the Instagram account, I put up the score prediction post. You can find us on the Instagram account. I put up the details to my right there. Okay, let's read off a few of these. Got Archery then, we're going to be 1-0 Saints. Alfie Aubrey, 3-1 Saints. German Poriatis, 3-2 Saints. Kieran Pinder, 2-1 Saints. Azalea Mazara, 2-1 Saints. And Alfie Fletcher, 3-1 Saints. So there's a lot of positivity there. Yeah. Thoughts on the recent changes? I mean, obviously, the big news with Yoshida departing the club. Thoughts, chat? I figure this might be a long episode. If I start this topic now, this could be I like to keep these episodes under 10 minutes. This could be a 30-minute one. So, thoughts, chat?
I was never been more sad at a transfer that I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was coming. I knew the day was coming. But when I finally saw that it come through, I was absolutely gutted. I love that man. He never gave a less than 110%, even when he was terrible. And I'm going to miss him more than anything. If it wasn't so rainy, I'd show you that I am wearing the Yoshida top today. He's on my back. I'm feeling the pride, and I am going to miss him. But I'm sure him and Gabbiadini are going to have a great time in Italy.
Yeah, I mean, I think oh yeah, that's true. Gaston Ramirez. Yeah, I mean, I think you put it right there in the sense that it's kind of expected. He wasn't at the starting time he once was. You know, perhaps there's a few other players at this club at the moment who could be facing a similar kind of prospect. But of course, we miss you, Yoshi. If you're watching this, I'm sure Yoshi does watch these episodes. Any thoughts on the recent transfer business, Reddy?
Yeah, I think Yoshida will be missed as an elder statesman in the team to some extent. But I mean, there's a reason why perhaps he was given the transfer, because he isn't first team, unfortunately. He was probably fourth in the pecking order. But then it gives the likes of Kevin Dancer a chance. I guess Shane Long is probably the only man over the age of 30 now left in the first team squad.
And getting a new contract.
Yeah, I think he'll probably end his career at Southampton, to be fair.
No, that certainly wouldn't be a bad thing either. So, yeah, soon to be approaching kick-off. So the famous words. You want to do the famous words, Freddie?
Come on, you Saints.
The new famous words. Let's do this. Kick off. Peters. Perhaps he looked like a giant. Slightly worried. Also about the weather conditions favouring the away side. Oh my goodness. It went straight in. It went straight in. No one touched it. I don't even know the rules. Go on, Danny. Yeah! Yeah, I was going to say. Half time. Right, it is half time. Southampton 1, Burnley 1. I should probably say actually Southampton 1, Burnley 1, and the weather 2, because getting a bit gnarly out there. Any thoughts on that, Jack?
I said that before the game that this sort of weather really sort of plays into the away hand side, and it's been a few Sunday League moments. That first goal was the most Sunday League moment I've seen this season. How will you let that go in from a corner? I didn't see the replay, but there wasn't a replay, so I don't know exactly what happened, but it seemed to go straight in from a corner.
It did look an absolute mess. I mean, basically, a soft corner was conceded by Kyle Walker-Peters, and before we knew it, the ball's bouncing across the line, and yeah, nothing much to talk about there, and I guess the weather had a massive impact. A few players I know. Vesca's looked okay, but he's making me very nervous, especially now being on a yellow card. And Kyle Walker-Peters' debut has looked okay.
Yep.
He's started a little bit shaky, but there has been a couple of turns and a couple of runs which have looked a bit promising. Anyone else done out for you, Jack?
Obviously, you know, Ings has been putting in the effort. Today I've really noticed how high Shane Long can jump. He's taken a few things on his chest in the air, and I was like, that's not how he did that. That was so high. But apart from that, Kyle Walker-Peters looking interested on his debut. If he's still looking a bit nervous, but he's done a few little tricks and got a few round of applause from everyone here, so he's looking all right.
I mean, Danny Ings' goal was just, picture perfect. We could watch it a couple of times on the replay screens up there, and easily the best £20 million we've ever spent, I think. I mean, certainly in recent years. What would we do without Danny Ings? We'd struggle. That's right. Second half coming up. going to give that? What are they going to give? Right, we're well into the 4 minutes of stoppage time here, and it's currently 2-1 to Burnley. It's been disappointing. I think we've at least earned a draw here. At least earned a draw. But we just can't seem to break them down with the weather the way it is. Something's not quite clicking for this. It's just getting worse.
Go forward!
I think we're out of ideas today. Crosses today have been so poor. I think that's going to be it. Final thoughts, Jack?
There's such a massive lack of creativity today, and they were just hoofing the ball, hoping to hit someone, pass it to someone. There's nothing in the midfield at all. You got to feel bad for any of the forwards. We've got 3 on the pitch and not getting any delivery, just passing back. It's not great. The first half was fine, but this.
You think we've been unlucky?
Yeah, very unlucky. But Burnley have been the better team second half. They've not had to do anything. They deserve to win it with their second half performance, but yeah, whatever.
It's been Route 1 football. That's what it's just felt like. Route 1 football for both sides. I think probably a point would have been a fair result for both sides. I'd love it if we got an equalising goal here, but it just doesn't look likely. We just can't seem to get past the second line. Right, exactly like that. Nepo's just tried to break into the box and then nothing.
He's knocked it off.
Oh my goodness. There it is. Fight another day without disappointing. Burnley 2, Saints 1.
Terrible, just terrible.
It was bad. Well, it wasn't bad. It was just a nothing weather waste of time. Anyway, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all the things, and we'll see you in the next one. Right. See ya.